Now, your most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, sponsored by AC Designs.
A full bank on opening day. I love it. How can I possibly, as a meteorologist, be smiling when here it is, the peak of the hurricane season, and here is Major Hurricane Lee, and it's moving to the west-northwest, and if we were to draw that line for another 1,200 miles, that would take it directly to Jacksonville. But just like we said last week, this is going to make the turn. I'm going to visually show you why, but I want to let you know about a few other things going on as well. Margot, which we've been tracking for a while, Margot became a tropical storm on Friday. Our forecast was that it would become a hurricane. It has just now become a hurricane, but it's already made the turn. It's going to the north. This area of thunderstorm activity off over the central Atlantic will probably eventually become Nigel. Nigel's a long way out there to watch. Don't see any immediate concern from Nigel. Excuse me. So let's come back home. Take a look. So there is the turn, really, that we've been showing you since mid last week. Why are we so confident? Well, if you remember last week, we talked about it would be Lee and the front. And I think sometimes once we can actually see something, it helps, right? Well, there it is. This is the satellite presentation of where the front is right now. Stretches from Chicago on down to Kansas City, by the way. And this front is headed our way. And kind of like a seesaw, as the front drops south, then the hurricane is going to be forced toward the north. Good news for our friends, that's Bermuda. That's a little rock there. They'll, again, be impacted, but the eye wall, the worst the hurricane has to offer, will stay west of them. Our main concern is, do you see what I see? You know, when we say a hurricane's going to recurve, what we tend to mean is once it makes that turn, then it recurves. But notice what happens right about here. Last week we thought that maybe, just maybe, the subtropical jet stream might make a little bulge, and it looks like it's going to do that. And notice how, as we get to the fifth day, you're a little anxious from Boston to Portland, but especially in St. John's and in the Halifax area. Halifax and St. John's there of Nova Scotia. What about us, though? Well, just making plans for the thunderstorms. From Duval north, rain and lightning coming to an end. South of there, you're going to continue with the rain and lightning. What about the severe thunderstorms? Again, they were numerous earlier. They continue to decrease. What I'm focusing on here are just the storms that have the radar, that have potential on the radar to produce damaging winds. And there's only two areas now. This is technically not a severe thunderstorm. It's actually weakened a little bit, but we'll watch that, and that's going to build, so near Penny Farms, and that's going to build to the south and southwest. And then the other one, which is now well south of the World Golf Village, is going to work down toward about Decoy there in far southwestern St. Johns County. All right, back to our weather and the hurricane that's going to miss us by over 700 miles. It's because of this front, and this front's going to continue to march our way. As it marches our way, we'll still have some showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days, just being in the warm air, but here comes the front. And again, complete confidence. Every single scientific indication is that it's going to help us in a big way. We'll have some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, maybe not quite as many, but still 40% of us with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Our big concern all week long will be the rip current risk, especially later today, Tuesday and Wednesday. And I mentioned those 3 days because the weather is nice. The ocean appears so calm, but increasingly the waves will have more power, and the more powerful the waves, the more powerful the rip current risk. We're going to talk about that in more detail in a few moments. If you're simply making plans for the weekend, maybe just 80s instead of 90s.
Let's start